every year in December, there's a Christmas update for Brookhaven. Despite this update being very beautiful, it kind of remains the same for several years. The same sleigh, the same trees, and even the same type of decoration in almost every house. So, in today's video, I'm going to improve the Brookhaven Christmas update, adding new decorations, Christmas trees, and even gifts. So let's get started. And guys, the first thing I want to modify is the Brookhaven's lobby. I'll start by deleting this fountain, and in place of the fountain, we'll put this Christmas tree, which I think is much prettier than Brookhaven's. Okay, now I'll delete these two trees back here, and in their place, I'll put this candy cane tree. I just need to place it exactly here and increase its size a bit. And instead of this swing that was here in the playground, I'll put this post full of lights. Let's just turn it like this and increase its size quite a bit. Now in front of these lights, I'll put this sign that says Merry Christmas. And look, our lobby is already looking much prettier than the normal Brookhaven. Now, in place of these Brookhaven's vases, I'll put snow globes because I find them very cute. So, the only thing I need to do is place each globe on top of each of these Brookhaven's plants. This way, we'll have an even prettier lobby than it already is. Now we just need to select all these vases, delete them all, and place the glass globes on the ground like this. Another thing we can do is change the colors of Brookhaven's ground. So let's select all these parts here and paint them red. Now, this is a Christmas lobby. Another place I always thought should have more decorations is the streets of Brookhaven. That's why I'm going to use this post full of lights to decorate our streets. But of course, we'll need much more than just one of these posts. That's why I'll duplicate this post and place it wherever I think it's necessary. And this way, we'll create an even better Christmas update than Brookhaven's current one. And as you can see on this street, I've already placed several posts, and it looks very nice. Now I'll do the same thing, but on the other streets of Brookhaven. And while I do that, you can like the video if you enjoy receiving gifts. And after a long time, this is how our Brookhaven looks with lots of posts with lights. Now I want to modify the sky of Brookhaven because it usually snows at Christmas. So, we need to put a sky that is more compatible with that. And to make this even more real, I'm going to add snowflakes here and spread them all over our Brookhaven as if it's really snowing. So, we just have to increase the size of this effect here to cover our entire Brookhaven, or at least a good part of it. Okay, I think this size is already somewhat sufficient. And now, as you can see, several snowflakes are falling on our Brookhaven. And because of these snowflakes, obviously, the roofs will have accumulated snow. And on the ground, there will also be various accumulations of snow like this. That's why I'll duplicate this snow and place it around our entire Brookhaven. And look how beautiful it turned out. It really looks like it's snowing. I just need to do the same process in various places with roofs. Now we just need to put a little snow around all of this. And this is the result. Now, I'm going to paint this roof white as well. I'll also add a bit of snow on these edges here, and a bit more on the ground around the entire establishment. But of course, the snow won't just fall around the buildings. It will also fall on the street. That's why I'm going to place several of these snow mounds scattered along our Brookhaven street. And of course, because of all this snow, some trees wouldn't survive, right? So, I'll have to delete this tree here and this little bush too. And I'll replace them with this dead tree, just a little bit larger. Let's fit it here properly on the ground. And done! It's much better now. I'll only replace with dead trees the ones close to the snow because it doesn't make sense to change those far away. So, this one near the center, we'll remove and replace it with another dead tree. This small tree here and even these tiny trees near the hospital fell victim to the snow. Now that we've added a lot of snow to our Brookhaven, we can start adding other types of decorations. Like up here where the Brookhaven helicopter is, we'll place Santa's sleigh. Near the Brookhaven school, I'll place a snowman where the kids would usually make snowmen. Taking advantage of being at the Brookhaven school anyway, I'll also add some decorations on the roof, like these bells here. Just place them right here in front, and it will already look very nice. In addition, I'll place some of these candy canes stuck in the snow to make a prettier decoration. I'll put one like this on this side too and rotate it to make it different. And I know you remember there was a Christmas tree here at the daycare. So, of course, I'm going to put a tree here too, but this one has Sonic instead of a star, so it's much cooler. Besides, near this tree, there will also be gifts for the kids who have just come out of daycare. I'll surround the gifts under the tree and duplicate them to have various different gifts. And on the daycare sign, I'll also add this decoration. Honestly, I don't know the name of this, but it's very pretty. In this empty space where the slide was, I'll put this new playground here, but it's covered in snow as you can see. So, I'll increase its size a bit, and let's go delete this old playground because it's no longer needed. And now I'll just place this playground in the old one's place. With additional decoration, I'll put this rubber duck floating in the Brookhaven pool. And obviously, it's not a regular duck since it has a Christmas hat. On top of the police station, along with the sleigh, I'll put Santa Claus since he is very important for Christmas, right? Obviously, I'll increase its size a bit because he's quite big, and I'll place him up here, as if he's watching and looking for the next house to deliver gifts. Alongside him, I'll put 2 helpers who will be 2 little green elves. I'll just increase their size a bit, and now I can duplicate and put another one here on the side. And next to the sleigh, I'll put this sign that says North Pole, which, for those who don't know, is where Santa Claus lives. As you can see, the streets of Brookhaven are full of snow, right? And to deal with this, I'll put this car here, which is nothing more than a snowplow. I'll put it right here as if it's already clearing the way. Alongside this car, I'll also put some skis here, such as this one made entirely of candy, or this other car that looks a lot like cars in regular Brookhaven. In this empty space, I'll put this little cabin with snow on top, which is basically Pig's cabin. Even though Pig is an animal that would be in Halloween, I found this little cabin cute for Christmas. Now I'll put some of these elf houses scattered around Brookhaven. I'll put some of these houses in various plots and places. And this way, we'll transform Brookhaven as if it were a Christmas village. And to make Christmas Haven even more beautiful, I'll put a large ice statue on top. I'll increase its size a lot, turn it forward like this, and fit it into the mountain. I'll turn this part of the mountain into snow and spread some of the snow in various places in Brookhaven. And now, with a special touch, we can delete Brookhaven's arch and put this arch that is more Christmas themed. And of course, I have to do this on both sides of Brookhaven. I'll put some of these Christmas trash cans to make our Brookhaven even more Christmassy than it already is. And I'll also put this gingerbread house right here. And now that we've modified the Brookhaven map quite a bit, we can see how our new Christmas update looks. But before showing you how the Christmas map turned out, follow me on Roblox. We're almost reaching 20,000 followers. And well, guys, as you can see, our map here seems to be working normally, and it's much more beautiful than Brookhaven's regular update, starting with the lobby, which is truly incredible, and it's much better than the update that always comes every year in Brookhaven. The reason for the update that always comes out is like cars, you know? At Easter, there's a car. At Halloween, there's a car. But why isn't there a car at Christmas? So, that's why I added these new little sleighs here that don't work. Okay, maybe this one should work. Alright, this one is actually working, and it should be very good for riding on this snow. Man, it's very fast. Oops, I flipped. Man, my car is abandoning me. Dude, look where it is now. Man, that's bizarre. One thing I did while you guys weren't watching is basically this part here of Brookhaven. I've already updated the market a bit. I added this different sign, put some gifts here on the roof to make it look very nice. Oh, and of course, I can't forget our Christmas Fred. I don't know if Christmas Fred is really in these colors, but I found him funny, so he's here. I also built this gingerbread house that I think doesn't open. It's literally a house made of gingerbread, so it doesn't work properly. And coming here to the police side, you can see that Santa Claus is up there with his 2 elves. But Santa Claus is kind of faceless. That's because Santa Claus's head is here below. And look at that big head. Man, and if we go up here at the police station, you can see that we have the sleigh too. And I don't know if it works here inside Brookhaven, but at least I can climb on it. Now, on this side of Brookhaven, I updated the Brookhaven playground for a prettier one and also full of snow to match our map that is snowing. I also put this new tree that is Sonic up there and all. And I think this place looks very beautiful. And to finish our modifications, I basically changed the entire Brookhaven school, which usually doesn't undergo any changes in the Christmas update. And guys, unfortunately, this video here is over. But thank you very much to everyone who watched the video to the end and watched the channel this year. Have a Merry Christmas and see you next time. Bye bye!